Hello, Squirrel Tribe 2.0, long time no see. Max is here with us. He's ignoring me though right now and ignoring y'all, I guess. But here is the dog. How you guys been? How's your mama and them? It has been a very long time. I actually have a video I've been working on about where I've been over here for the past, I think it's been almost 2 months since we've been here together on this channel. So I have a video on that, but today we're gonna do something just a little bit different because I'm stupid excited about everything you see behind me. Let me preface what's happening here with, let me show you a little bit of, this is my current coffee setup. This is my Keurig, my filtered water, my whatever, my, for the hot tea. Up there is where I keep all of the mugs and the hot tea. And right in that drawer there is where I keep all the Keurig pods. And that's what that is. And every morning I get up and I come in here and I take that little thing there to this little sink here and I fill it with cold water and I take it back and I pour it in the little thingy. And then I make my Keurig coffee. And it never really tastes the way I want it to taste. I feel like since I started drinking coffee, oh, this is wobbly, I'm sorry. Since I started drinking coffee, let's go this way. When I was like, I want to say the first time I really had coffee was like 22 years old. And it was Starbucks for the first time. And it was a Frappuccino. So I don't really know if that counts. And then I moved over into iced coffee, but it was always like more like a vanilla latte. So it was diabetes in a cup with ice. And I felt, you know, bougie with it for some reason because I had Starbucks on the label. So that's what I used to drink in my 20s. Then I moved to no coffee whatsoever because I didn't really like it if it wasn't a sugar diabetic coma inducing thing. So and then I didn't do coffee for the longest time. Then, you know, my husband and I, we start drinking coffee. We have the Mr. Coffee that I think everybody and their mama has that makes like the 12 cups. It's like 20 bucks at Walmart. You get the Folgers or the, what was the other one? The blue one? Not Folgers is red. What's the blue one that I can't think of the name to save my life right now? It's not Folgers because that's red. What is the blue one? Oh no, I can't remember the blue one. Either way, we used to do the blue one, whatever the crap that's called. I can picture the tin. It's blue. The lid is like this brownish gold color. And the name, I swear I can see the whole thing. And my brain's like, no, we're not going to tell you the answer. Y'all, when my brain does this, I absolutely hate it, but you'll figure it out. You'll put it in the comments. And before the end of this video, I'll probably have a eureka moment and just randomly yell out the name of it. And we'll go from there because I'm going to continuously think about it in the back part of my brain here while we do this. But anyway, we used to drink those coffees and, you know, with a lot of creamer and a lot of sugar and a lot of flavored creamers on top of everything, which doesn't really help with the trying to just drink coffee because you've kind of dumbed down the taste of coffee, right? So anyway, we've been doing the Keurig for the longest because making the pots of coffee is great, except for then I would drink an entire effing pot of coffee and then wonder why I was bouncing off the walls like a ping pong, right? So we started going to the Keurig. It was just easier. If he wanted a coffee at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, instead of making an entire pot, go make yourself a Keurig and call it done, right? And we're finished. So now this is what we've been on for about 4 years. We've been on a Keurig, okay? And in the beginning, it made sense. But now the cost of these little Keurig pods are freaking ridiculous. I go to Sam's Club for them most of the time. And even then I'm like, listen, I'm paying $40 for some little McDonald's coffee pots. Look, I'm going to show you. Hold on. Let's twist. Let's go like, that should get everything right. Y'all can see me there. Hi. How's it going? Hi, how you doing? Okay, so look, this is where I keep all the random coffee mugs and like teas and whatnots, and then these electrolytes that I really like, the Body Tech Electrolyte Fizz. But these things, look, this is where I keep all my pods for some reason, I don't know why. But I have like all these different ones, and McDonald's and Dunkin', whatever. Please hold on, we'll get back to these. I wanna show you. So you get this the way you get this. All right, so I can go to Sam's Club and buy a thing of these little jokers. I think there's like 90 of them. Maybe it's 84. It's 84 or 90 or something like that for $40, which is, why am I doing this to myself? So then I go to Publix, right? Because Publix carries the Green Mountain, which I really like Green Mountain. I think they taste really, really good. And I get them when they do BOGO. This thing is so wobbly, I'm sorry. I do it when they get BOGO. So I did this one. And then this decaf one, breakfast blend decaf. It's like a half calf kind of thing. Not my favorite. So then Dunkin' Donut ones are really, really good. But again, they're like 30 or 40 something dollars at Sam's Club for the bigger box. And then Caribou, which I do like Caribou. I got these at Target And it's because they were on clearance. And I don't know if that means Target's doing away with them, but I got the caribou ones. And so we have all these different options. Like that's what it feels like. I'm like, oh, look, we have options. I feel so special. It's not always the same thing every morning. You're feeling a little caribou-ish. There you go. You're feeling a little McDonald's-ish, whatever. You can pick whatever one you want, right? And you can add creamer or not. My husband drinks his black. I've been using Califia, I think that's how you say it, Califia organic almond creamer with vanilla, and it's ridiculously good, but I really want to go back to black coffee. And I thought I was never going to be able to go back to black coffee, right? Now, for those of you who are asking yourself, who drinks black coffee unless you obviously hate your taste buds or have no taste buds? Well, I drank black coffee starting about a decade ago, when the man and I went to Cancun, the two of us, for I don't think it was an anniversary trip. I think it was a shits and giggles trip, right? So we went to Cancun, but while we were there, lo and behold, my whole body decided that it was time for the world's strongest cold, to where I was miserable, couldn't taste anything, couldn't smell anything, could barely see because my eyes were all watery and whatnot the whole time. So we would go to the coffee shop in the mornings because I still needed caffeine, especially needed caffeine when I wasn't feeling great, right? So we go to the coffee shop each morning and I would order coffee and I would get cream put in it, right? And I would drink it. I couldn't really taste anything that was going on. And then the second to last day we were there, I went and I ordered coffee with cream and like, no más crema, or however they said it, no more cream, lo siento, like I'm sorry, right? And I was like, oh, that's fine. I'll just drink it black. It's not like I can taste shit anyway, right? So I drink black coffee and I realized I can't really taste it and it's fine. So for the next day or two, I just drank black coffee. When we got back home, I still drank black coffee because I couldn't really taste it. But as my taste started coming back from like the cold going away, I was able to taste the coffee a little bit more and more each time. But it was like I gradually convinced myself that black coffee was the way to go. And then after that, I could not drink coffee with creamer in it because to me, it was like licking a friggin' sugar cube like I was a horse or something. And so I drank black coffee forever. Then y'all know, if you've been here for longer than a couple months, y'all know that about a year ago, I moved over to green tea and black tea, hot tea. I was like, all right, no more coffee. One, because it's, effing up my teeth. Like they're all stained. Speaking of that, there's a dentist story coming up soon. But my teeth were getting the whole whatever look, right? The ma'am, do you brush your teeth look? That's what coffee was doing to me. So I moved over to the teas and the whatnots. And I was thinking maybe a little less caffeine in my life would be good for me and helpful for y'all because I, squirrel like crazy and I sound like the Energizer Bunny and whatnot. So I moved to tea. And then I don't know what happened, but I tried to go back to coffee and it was like, bleh. I drank tea with nothing in it, just plain black tea, plain green tea, and it was great. But the second I tried to go back to black coffee, it was awful. So then I had to start putting creamer back in it. So now I'm in creamer and coffee, right? All of this long ass story to say, we went to this place in Destin called Moss Coffee, MAAS. And look, we went to Moss Coffee and we met the owner there because my husband drove his new car. Y'all, for those of you who know, he has a Corvette now, a Z06, because, midlife crisis. I'm not quite sure, but I effing love it. So crisis away, sweetheart. So he has a Z06 now and we're over at Moss Coffee one day and this guy walks up and he's like, hey bro, I watch you on YouTube, because my husband has a car channel for his car because, boys and their toys. So he walks over, he's like, oh, I watch you on YouTube. And at first, Kevin, for those of you who know him, thought the guy was talking to me, like he watches me on YouTube. And then he walks past me to Kevin and Kevin's like, oh, and the guy was like, yeah, I watch your car channel, which is even like, whoa, because it's got like 1,000 subs or something. Like it's a tiny channel, right? But because I guess localized, it sends it out to local people or people who are searching for Z06s, I don't know. So he walks up, starts talking to him. Turns out he owns the coffee shop. And we've been going to this coffee shop forever and a day. Well, since we moved here, we've been going to this coffee shop. We went to it in Fort Walton first because they have one there. And then we went to the one in Destin. And we never had met the owner or his wife or whatever, right? And so they decide that they're going to be buddies now. So they're friends. And the owner, he was like, hey, come by and, let's talk one day about just random whatever. So we go sit down at their coffee shop. And number one, they gave us free coffee, which is absolutely amazing. They did not have to do that. But this smells like if you were to bag every good smelling thing you've ever smelled in your entire life and put it in a bag and then just made it into a coffee and then drank the coffee and it gave you this massive sense of just happiness. That's what this is right here. I have no other way to explain this, but so we went to the coffee place and I ordered us coffee. So Kevin goes and sits down with the owner and the wife, and I go order coffee for myself and him. And I ordered just a regular drip coffee. So like not like a pour over or anything bougie like that, just a regular drip coffee that they make in the morning or whatnot. And she goes, would you like anything in it? And I was like, 1 pump of vanilla, because everybody and their mama has those little Monin. Anyway, it's called Monin, M-O-N-I-N, not Monin, like, not like that. So they have the pump stuff. And I'm like, 1 pump of vanilla and just a splash of half and half, and I'll be good. Cause I'm trying to work my way down from the sugars, right? And so she goes, well, do you want it here or to go? And I was like, oh, well, I'll be bougie. Let's do it for here. Cause then you get those big saucers like you expect to drink out of in like Britain. I don't know why. I see these things and I feel like I'm in something English and I should have some like crumpets to go with it, even though it's not tea, it's coffee, but whatever. So she brings it over in this big ass mug that you can only hold like with like 2 fingers because it's got the little handle. I look like I'm trying to do sign language. I'm not. It's got the little handle. So you have to hold it like that with your little pinky out. So again, feel real British over here. So she brings it and I take the first sip. Y'all, the way my taste buds, now, I don't want to use the word orgasmic, but if I could have had an orgasm or that coffee, I would have picked that coffee right then because that shit was delicious. So then Kevin, I got his black because, he likes black coffee. He only likes his coffee that way. I was going to make a joke. Y'all get it. I don't even need to go there. So he takes a sip of his coffee and he's like, oh man. And he chugs that thing. He chugs coffee. I have coffee to have an experience in my mouth. And once again, we got to be careful how we phrase things. I'm going to make myself blush. So I'm drinking my coffee. I'm sipping my coffee. And it's very, very tasty. It's super delicious. He's already chugged his coffee, whatever. I go get seconds. I don't need it. It's just my taste buds are like, is it over? Is that it? Just one? And I was like, oh, round 2, boo-boo. So I went and got another coffee and it was the best thing ever. So then we go home. And well, no, before we went home, they took us in the back to show us how they roast all the beans and grind all the beans and do all the stuff. And now I am determined to become a coffee aficionado, right? Like I want to know everything there is about coffee. So we learn all that stuff. We come home and the first thing Kevin does is jump on his handy dandy computer and start sending me every single YouTube video he can find about coffee makers, coffee bean grinders, how you're supposed to make the coffee and all this other stuff, like what kind of water to use. And do you filter it? Do you put minerals in it? Do you use distilled water? Do you do all these different things? So he sends me all these links to all these videos and we spend probably 2 days going back and forth, watching YouTube videos, reading reviews, Googling the crap out of everything. We did not ask the owner of the coffee shop his thoughts because I didn't want to be like, hey, I know we just became like new friends, but let me just pick your brain on everything. It felt like too much too fast. So I was like, no, we're going to figure this out on our own. We're going to drink the coffee and then we'll tell him what we bought. And if he goes, then we'll know that maybe we should have asked him first, whatever. So this is what we decided. Okay, you guys can see this. What we decided on, let's fix this camera because I feel like it's real special right now. Nah, better? Okay. What we decided on after watching every single video you could possibly imagine on coffee, we ordered this thing with the Moccamaster. This thing came from like, where did it come from? The Netherlands or someplace. It came from, well, this came from Portland, Oregon from Amazon, but it is handmade, y'all. Oh, it is handmade in, I don't remember where it's handmade from. Hello, does it say on here? No. Technivorm Moccamaster for the real taste of coffee. Where does it say where it's made? European Coffee Brewing Center. Okay. 5-year warranty, which is amazeballs. It doesn't say where it's made. And I know it's someplace, I want to say the Netherlands, like literally handmade in the Netherlands. And now this is where smidge of hate may come my way because please don't judge me. I know people in the Netherlands look like people here in the United States. Like I'm not stupid. I am aware that we all look the same, but for some reason, all my brain could picture were the elves and Santa Claus sitting around making these coffee makers and singing along with Christmas music. I don't know why. I don't know what that says about me. maybe it's because I love Christmas and I wish it was Christmas. And I want to think that the people who are standing around hand making the stuff that should make me the best cup of coffee I've ever had in my entire life are happy and joyous and joyful. And for some reason, I equated that with elves. But anyway, so this is the coffee thing. I would also like to let you know, this is exactly how Amazon delivered it. It was not in an extra box to keep it nice and safe. There was no padding. There was no nothing. It has a bit of tape on the top. You guys can see the little shiny parts there. Just a very small bit of tape there, you see. It could easily be all locked up once we open it, but hopefully not. Oh, y'all, would you like to know how special I am? Because I'm holding the box like this and I'm looking everywhere. Completely missed the part where it says, wait, where's it at? Here it is. Handmade in the Netherlands. As my mother would say, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. Anyway, so let's open this thing up. I want you guys to see it though, because I haven't seen it except for in videos. Let's just get right about there. Okay there, guys? Okay. Let's see if this will work. Either way, I'm excited because we have decided that we're going to say F these Keurigs. One, because I do feel like there's probably a bunch of chemicals and stuff in the Keurigs. I can't prove this. I have not done any research on this whatsoever. I just feel like that may be the case. And then I know that I know that coffee beans taste better than the Keurigs because I told you we went and had their coffee and it was friggin' amazeballs. So I'm hoping, look, I know how to open boxes. I promise you I do. But these scissors and this tape and I are not getting along. So I'm going to do it this way. Probably should have just got a knife, which I do have a pocket knife that I could have gotten. Too late now. Now we figured it out. But I'm always worried about breaking a nail. Let go. Gimme. There we go. All right. So you ready? I got to pick the color. I should be very upfront with that. I asked Kevin, I said, hey, do you want to do black like every other appliance that we have or stainless steel? Those are the two options I gave him. Although I realized our refrigerator, which is black stainless steel, and our black stainless steel oven and microwave don't match the refrigerator. And then the toaster is like regular stainless steel. And then the Ninja is like whatever color it is. So nothing really matches. So I said, can I do any color? Because I sent him the black one and the silver one. He goes, really? Out of every single color, you're going to go just basic bitch color? And I was like, well, no, if I don't have to. And he goes, get what you want. So I did. Here's the pamphlet and all the stuff that it comes with. But I did get what I want. He told me to get what I want. So that's what I did. And I don't think he knows what color I ordered yet. All right, here's pieces. Oh, so this is they call this the shower head. This goes over the grounds in the basket so that the water seeps down. So it's like this. So you get more water in the grounds so that more coffee actually goes through. Because we were looking at the Mr. Coffee one, and the Mr. Coffee one has like a single hole like this. And it hits one spot of the grounds, and all the other grounds are dry around it. So you're going to get like a really weak cup of coffee and you've wasted your coffee grounds. But this, the way it is, it's supposed to hit more of the coffee grounds to give you a more smooth, robust, even cup of coffee are the words that they used. So that's that. Let's figure out how to get in here for everything. This is, I guess we didn't need the extra Amazon box because this definitely looks like it's put together well. Oh, y'all, this is even better. Look, so here's the lid. It came with a coffee scooper. We literally went to Target. You see this bag here. We literally went to Target to find the 2 tablespoon coffee scooper because all the coffee makers we looked at were using 2 tablespoon scoopers. And I have a tablespoon that comes in like the regular, measuring cup thingies. We could not find a 2 tablespoon one to save our lives, but it came with it. So I should probably tell him because they might be out looking for one now, him and the kid. Now this is the actual where the thingies go. You guys can see that, right? Like it's got like that vagina slit at the bottom. I don't know how else to phrase that, but that's what it looks like to me. That's where the coffee is going to come through. So when I bought these things, the whole thing online, it said I needed number 4 filters. So we went to Target today for number 4 filters, which are these. In case you guys don't know, that's these here. And it turns out there's a number 2 and a number 4. Number 4 is the bigger one and it's shaped like this little, insert here. The number 4 is so you can make 8 to 12 cups of coffee. There's a number 2 that makes 2 to 6 cups of coffee. So we got the number 4s because that's what was suggested for this Moccamaster. So we got those. So I'm excited about that. And then here is, oh, does it all just come out at once? About to find out. Hopefully I don't break nothing. I'm so excited. I want to see this color. You guys ready? Where is it? Ha 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 ha. He gave me free reign. I ordered pink, baby. Yes. Get the pink one out of all of them. So that's what I did. I got the pink one. I'm gonna put that back there. Oh, I'm so excited. Look, hold on. Let's angle y'all down. Mirror? Is that better? Yeah. So y'all can see. So I got the, oh, I have it backwards. Hold on. Take you out of there. All right. So there we go. It's still really, y'all can tell I'm not very good at this, unboxing, so you can see the whole shebang bang. So it comes with that, and then pretend like I know what I'm doing. The carafe, they said the carafe is not dishwasher safe. It's just regular. That's interesting. You see how, wait, maybe you can see better if I take this out of here. Hold on. Let's just accidental ASMR this for a second. If I drop this, I will be so pissed. Do not drop this, Michelle. All right, so this here, so it's got the lid there, right? But I've never seen it with like that goes down into the middle. That's kind of neat. I guess I could have just done that. Like this whole long thing. I've never seen one of those in a coffee pot before, but that's that. Okay. So that goes there, and these are handmade. Oh, what is this? Is it dirty? What's happening here? Hold on. Lick test. Is it just dirty, or is like, it's like the black already is broken on it. Well, that's upsetting because it's brand new. But yeah, so the gloss finish is already missing on these 2 corners. I wonder how we feel about that. Anyway, so that's that. And then I guess this goes, I'm just playing guess-a-rooney right now because I could look it up and figure it out. I feel like that goes like that because that doesn't make sense. So that would have to go like that, right? That fits there, so why not? And then this, in theory, because the hole is here and the hole is here, would go like that. I got to clean all the stuff, obviously. What's on here? You're dirty. Okay. Yeah, definitely got to clean everything. So that would go there. And then that way the waterfall part would go here. And then it goes like that. That feels about right. We're just janky here. That's like that. And then that's the lid for that. Okay. And then you have a scooper. No place to put the scooper, but that's okay. I don't know. I really like how it looks. I am a little, not very happy about the fact that this already has, I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see. Let's just do a little movement. Hi, how's it going? Can y'all see that right there? It's like you guys can see the black that's already coming off right here. It's like it got dinged in transport or something. So that part kind of sucks, but we'll figure it out. All right, let's fix this so we can have a conversation. I think we're back to each other. Okay. So I am excited about that. Now, the other part of this, in order to use this whole entire thing, we have to be able to, don't fall. Do not fall. We have to be able to grind up the coffee beans, right? Like that's the whole thing. So then we're talking to the coffee guy, which is what I'm going to call him until he tells me I can say his name on the video. We're talking to the coffee guy, and he's telling us there's a difference between the type of bean grinders. So there's one called, it's just the blades, which are like, I guess, choppy blades. And then he said there's one called a conical. It's technically called a conical Burr, which I didn't know. I thought Burr was something different. So I was confused for like the longest time. So there's blades, and then there's, conical Burr. So the blades are just choppy, choppy, choppy. And the conical Burr is like choppy, choppy, grind, grind, grind. So there's like a whole lot of mixed different things going on, which is supposed to grind the beans down to a finer ground bean and then give you better flavor of your coffee. So we did a whole bunch of, again, research, trying to figure out what's best. And according to the interwebs, this one here is the best option. The OXO Brew, this is the conical Burr coffee grinder. They say that this one, well, there's the front of it. They say that this one is one of the best ones. So we ordered this one, and this one also from Amazon. There's nothing on it. Like it looks like somebody just bought it at Target and dropped it off on our front porch, which is not the case. This was delivered from Amazon, but it looks like, There's no tape, there's no box, there's no nothing. It does open up like it hasn't been used before, so that's a plus. So that's that. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Hold on. I feel like that's the best way to do this. Just get loose. Let go. I only have 2 hands. Work with me here. Do not open and fall. Do not open and fall. Okay. All right, so we got that out. Let's see what it looks like here. Please hold. I guess we could do this thing again like we did last time. There we go. So, okay, so this is the bean scooper, not to be confused with the coffee scooper that went somewhere. It's over there. And this is, let's see, all the bits and pieces. This will be the, all right, so this is where it catches the powder, the beans after they've been ground. They're gonna go in here. And let's see here. That's the base. Hold on, I'm upside down here. Go this way. So then you have, dun, 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 dun. This thing looks bougie. Look at this. It looks bougie. So you put up to 3/4 pound of beans. And I think each of these bags are 1 pound, if I remember correctly. So we'll put this in here, and then you turn it to however long you need it to grind, and whatever you're trying to go with. If it's coarse, if you want medium, if you want fine, and then it will down in there. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited for this because we had like a really janky one. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna get it back, I promise. We had a really janky one like a long time ago when we had first attempted to grind coffee and make it in the Mr. Coffee. But we were using, once again, I still can't remember the name. I swear it starts with an M, but I don't think so. The blue can with the like, almost, my brain can see it. I can see it and I know what it is and I can't think of it. It's gonna drive me bonkers because Folgers is red. Or did Folgers used to be blue? And the red is the plastic to go in, and the blue used to be Folgers. Is that right? That still feels wrong. I feel like the blue one is something else, and I cannot think of it right now, and it is driving me bonkers. So if y'all know it, I'm hoping I figure it out. But anyway, so we tried it before with one of those little like $20 ones that you can get at Walmart and places like that to do the beans, but it still never tasted great. But I think it's because it was the wrong kind of coffee maker. Probably weren't using filtered water at the time. Let me explain where this all started also. It didn't even start because of Moss Coffee. It actually started because we were watching Shark Tank, and there were these guys on there who went in talking about the best cup of coffee you could ever have in your entire life. And it was this packet of minerals, right? And so we're watching it thinking that you're gonna take this packet of minerals and you're gonna dump it into your coffee, stir it in, and it's gonna fix your coffee no matter where you are, whether it's a gas station, sludge, or you're at actual McDonald's or some restaurant, or even your home, right? But it turns out what it was is they were using distilled water, right, to make the coffee, but because distilled water has no minerals in it, which is why they use it for like the CPAP machines and things like that. And they tell you don't drink distilled water because you need the minerals that are in the purified water and your tap water and your bottled water, all this other stuff. So they were using distilled water, but then they came up with these mineral packets that when they would brew the coffee itself, they would fill the container with the distilled water, pour in packets of the minerals, then make the coffee. And people were saying how great the coffee was. So then they'd buy these people's coffee beans, they'd get home and make the coffee, and they're like, it doesn't taste the same. Why does it taste weird? And it's because of the water and the minerals they were using, not the coffee itself. Now, Moss Coffee, I happen to know for a fact, is because of the beans they use, because these things are flippin' delicious. And I'm super excited to make this tonight, because that's our plan, is to clean all these things and put them all together and make a cup of coffee before we go watch a movie, because we're going to a movie later, and try a cup of coffee and see how it is. And now I have to try it the same way I tried coffee at Moss. So I have to do a pump of vanilla and some half and half, which is, they're at the store right now buying both of those things for me so that I can compare that way. Because if I try to drink it with the creamer stuff I use here, it's not the same. You know what I mean? Because it's a different setup than the coffee I had there. So I'm really excited to try it all. If you guys, I'm curious how many people are coffee freaks. I think that's the right word. Coffee freaks like I and my husband are becoming, because we will go to all these different coffee places. We try this place called Turbo Coffee. It's on 30A in Rosemary Beach. somewhere. We had a nice little drive to get to it, but there's a place called Turbo Coffee we went to, and it was really good. Moss Coffee is really good. Starbucks, they burn their beans, which is what we learned. And I don't love their coffee. Do I love their new iced matcha, strawberry matcha frappuccino thing? Yes, it is. I would pick that over ice cream any day. If you have not had the new frappuccino things, the Strato frappuccino things that they're doing, go get one, whether you like Starbucks or not. The strawberry matcha one is freaking delicious. And so is not the brown sugar. I didn't like that one. The salted caramel one, also ridiculously good. But we try all these different places and we talk about how it compares to a different coffee place, whatever. So far, Moss has been the best. Now, it could be because of the beans. It could be because of how they roast them or grind them or whatever else. It could be their coffee maker, which they're a coffee shop. So that coffee maker is probably a good few, if not more, $1,000, right? Versus ours. This one here, was supposed to be $359 on their website, but I got it through their Amazon site, which is still from them, just not straight from the Netherlands. I got it from Amazon. It was $319, but I had Amazon points or money or whatever from when I go to Whole Foods, and I use my Amazon card. So I got an extra like $50 or something off there. So we paid like $270 for it. So I'm okay with that. Then the OXO thing at Target, I believe was around $100. Now there's a better version of this, not OXO, it's a different brand. It's like $200. And I was like, babe, I don't know that part really matters. Now, if we try this and it sucks, maybe we try the other one and go from there, because it's like, I would much rather make our coffee here and go out less, unless of course we're going to have conversations at the coffee shop with the owner or meet friends or whatever else. But for just in general, I would much rather fix a cup of coffee here and take it with me than run through a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts, which I do not do. We don't like 7 Brew. My daughter likes it. I don't love it. I like Dutch Bros, but the closest one to us is in Pensacola, and it sure as shit is not worth the drive to Pensacola for it. So Causeway Coffee is near us. We love them. I'd go to them all day long. Causeway Coffee, Moss, and Turbo. For anybody who ever visits the Okaloosa, Walton area, I would definitely suggest those 3 places. But I'm super excited to try this. And I'm trying to decide if I'm going to point out the little black spots that are messed up on there. I'm sure Kevin will see it anyway. Because I feel like if I point it out, he's going to be like, oh, hell no. We paid $200 something for that. Send it back. And then I won't get my coffee. So I don't know if I'm going to point it out or not, because I really want to try my coffee. But either way, SquirrelTribe 2.0. I love y'all immensely. I have so much to tell you from the last like month and a half, 2 months. Again, that'll be on a later video because I wanted to do this now so I can have coffee. I literally made this video ahead of time just so I can have coffee, because I wanted y'all to see this stuff, because I know you like the unboxing stuff and I like having these conversations with y'all. So I'm going to make the coffee later. I'll record how that goes, throw it in the next video so you guys can see the thumbs up or the thumbs down, either the super excitedness or the massive disappointment, whichever one it may be. And then we're going to talk about, on the next video, we're going to talk about this. Okay. That's all I'm going to say to you. We're going to talk about this, and I'm excited for it. So, SquirrelTribe 2.0. I love y'all immensely. Oh, also the next time you see me, I won't look like this anymore. So today I have on tinted moisturizer, number 1, which we will talk about, but this will not look the same the next time you see me. That is all. I love y'all. I'll see you on the next one. Have a fabulous night. Bye-bye.